Everyone, welcome to my channel Love of Biology. Today we are going to learn about plant growth and development. So first let us see the plant growth. Growth is a permanent and irreversible process, increases the weight and volume of the cells, and it is internally takes place in the living organisms, but externally takes place in the non-living organisms like mountains. Plant growth is accomplished by the cell division, that is increasing in the cell number. So it is a quantitative phenomenon. We can measure it. Plant growth is generally indeterminate due to the capacity of unlimited growth throughout the life. So it takes place both in living and non-living, but internal external difference is there. So next one is the meristematic tissues. These are the tissues which have the capacity to divide continuously, and they are located at certain locations. And here plant growth in which new cells are always added due to these meristems. There are three types. Apical and the shoot apical meristems responsible for the primary growth and elongation. Intercalary meristems at the nodes produce buds and new branches. Secondary growth in takes place present at the lateral meristems, which that is vascular cambium and the cork cambium, helps in the secondary growth. So these are the three types of the meristems which helps in the growth. Next, growth rate. It is defined as increase in the growth per unit time. To measure that, we use this. Plants show two types of the growth, arithmetic and the geometric, according to the increase shown by the growth rate. Arithmetic is constant, and increase in the growth occurs in the arithmetic progression. So there is only one daughter cell continues to divide while other differentiate. So like this it will continues. And geometric growth, initial growth is slow, that is lag phase, followed by a rapid increase in the growth, exponential one, and followed by a phase where growth slows down. Example, all cells tissues, these will show this type of the growth. Sigmoid growth curve we will get after this. So that is a S shaped curve, and it is typical of most living organism. This will takes place. So here we can represented with a equation here, that is W1 which is a final size, and W0 it is a initial size, R is the growth rate, and T is the time of the growth, and E is the base of the natural logarithms. Next, quantitative comparison between the growth of living system can be made by measurement and comparison of total growth per unit time. It is the absolute rate. Whereas the growth of given system per unit time expressed on a common basis, this is the relative growth rate. So two types of the growth rates, absolute and relative growth rates. We can observe here. Next one is conditions for the growth. The necessary conditions for the growth include water, oxygen, essential elements. Water is necessary for the cell enlargement, elongation, turgidity. Water also provide medium for enzymatic actions. Along with that, it require water, micro and macronutrients as a source of energy. So they require. Next, differentiation, de-differentiation and redifferentiation. First, differentiation. The cells derived from the apical meristem, that is after a completion of the division, they will attain the maturity to perform the specific function. So that is a differentiation. De-differentiation is a process in which living differentiated cells regain their capacity to divide. Redifferentiation means again the de-differentiated cells will lose their ability to divide, and they will reform from the cells and have the ability to perform specific function. So that means they will stop the division again, and they will perform the specific function. So based on that they are separated. Next, development. It is a sequence of events that occur in the life history of the cell, organ and organism, which include seed germination, growth, differentiation, maturation, flowering, seed formation, senescence. Different structures will develop in the different bases of growth as well as in response to the environment. The ability to change under the influence of internal or external stimuli, that is the plasticity. Heterophylla in the cotton plant is example. Heterophyllous means two different types in their life cycle of leaves. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe my channel.